Hello. Hey! Win number one right here, baby. Win number one. Hey. 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 Woo! We're hanging tough. You look good. Come here, stand. Good. Come here. Come here. Go. Let's go. Oh, mama. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. We're going to go. We're live right now. First of all, thank you for everybody coming here celebrating with the kids. It's going to be an all night. Nobody's got to go to bed. They go to bed wherever they want to tonight. Okay? Whenever they want to tonight. So here's the deal. We're going to put the link out there. Anybody wants to come in and say what's up, say hello, more than welcome to do so. What a game. What a game. Hope you've seen my post-game video. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the love. You know, getting a lot of comments about, first of all, I hope you guys liked the post-game video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Took me a while to clean up the confetti, but we got it cleaned up. What's going on, everybody? Got it cleaned up. And man, it feels so good to make a post-game victory video. You guys have no idea. Let's just go ahead and let's put this out there. Give me 1 second. Okay. Before I do, just a little news and notes here. And I will say this in a video tomorrow. Probably gonna make a video tomorrow. We will be going live Thursday night for the game. We also will be going live Monday night for the Tampa Bay game. So the next two games for the Giants on prime time, I will be going live. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be really, really hyped up those nights. Thursday night's a huge game for the Giants. But if you guys ain't doing anything or you got plans on being on YouTube that night, I will be live both of those nights. Don't know if I'll have a guest with me, but for sure I will be a part of a live stream. So be looking out for that. So anybody wants to come in and say what's up? Let's do this. Give me 1 second. Woo! Hammer. Listen to the monitor. You guys still got me? Still hear me? All right. Wait for some more people to pop up. Man, just what's going on, Chris? I finally get to say hello now to everybody. I'm probably gonna stream the game Thursday night solo. We'll see. Vinny G, absolutely. Bradbury was the beast today. Was amazing. Hope you got your favorite drink of choice tonight. I got a full damn cup of it. Let's see, Andrew Thomas, did what he did his thing. I don't really know what to say about Andrew Thomas, man. I want to say good things, but it's, he's still trying to figure it out, I think. All right, so looks like we got, let's see who we got here. We got Paul. Let's bring Paul up right here. What's going on, Paul?
Oh, it's going good. Did you show that Giant game?
Yeah, Paul. I saw the Giant game.
Yeah, I saw Washington. They missed that 2-point conversion.
Yes, they did, Paul. What you got? What you sitting in there, Paul? You sitting in a daggum race chair?
It's a game chair.
What you been gaming on?
I've just been playing after the Giant game. I was playing some Madden though.
So you play Madden in that chair?
Yep.
That's hype, Paul.
Yep, I was on the New York Giants versus the Eagles. So since we're playing the Eagles on Thursday.
What about it?
Yep, I just hope we get our second win on Thursday.
Paul, you don't seem like you're hype enough about today. What's wrong?
I just had a long.
Paul, let's turn some lights on over there. We're having a party going on around here. Turn some lights on. Why is it so dark over there, Paul? Turn some lights on. Y'all tell Paul to turn some lights on.
I just had a long.
Why we got a flashlight, Paul?
I mean, it's not a flashlight, just a light, though.
It looks like a flashlight. Paul, how can we party if we got no lights?
Oh, I just had a long day at work, though.
So that's what you do after a long day of work? You sit in the dark and try to just recoup?
Yeah.
Anyways, what's your YouTube name?
My YouTube name is Paul Williams.
Paul Williams. I've seen your name on here, Paul.
Yeah.
Well, what did you think about the game today, Paul?
Oh, it was really good, though.
Did you get to watch it, or was you at work?
I got to watch it, though. I got off I missed the first quarter, though, because obviously I worried about if I won, and I catch the second quarter.
Okay, Paul. Where are you from, Paul?
Well, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Well, I figure that, Paul. I fooled with your kind before, Paul. I could tell.
Yeah.
That's so you in enemy territory down there with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Cowboy fans always were giving me. They were giving me a hard time when we lost one. When we lost week one to week. When we lost week one to week five, though. But I just say, we're going to win the game eventually.
So you were not part of the 0-16 crowd because there was a group of people that thought the Giants were going to go 0-16.
No, I'm not. I'm not part of the 0-16 crowd. I knew we're not going to be about the. I knew we wasn't going to be 0-6. I knew we were going to win some games.
You weren't part of that tank for Trevor crowd, were you?
You mean that? No, I wasn't.
What was you going to say, Paul? You was going to say something and you stopped.
No, I would. No, I was trying to say like I'm not part of that 0-16 crowd though.
What about the tank for Trevor crowd?
You mean about the? Well, what does that mean though?
Trevor Lawrence. Everybody was talking about how we need to go ahead and replace him or pick him and replace Daniel Jones.
I think Daniel Jones is. I think Daniel Jones will do all right though. He just needs to, just be careful with the football. Watch out with the interceptions though.
Yeah, he turned one over today.
I mean, he turned one over, but the Giants defense caught the Washington quarterback and did a fumble on him and went for a pick six, which I was happy about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, what else you got for us, Paul?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I was kind of worried. At first about the interception. Though. I was kind of worried we might lose the game, though. But I'm glad our defense kind of step up over there, though. I mean, that was pretty good, though.
Okay. All right, Paul. It's good to talk to you, Paul. We just need some intensity from you tonight. We need some lights on. Need some intensity. It's going to be a long night, Paul. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna be for the next few minutes? You gonna hang out? On watch Pizzle here?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out and watch you, though. I mean, I might talk to you later, though, and all that too, though.
Well, that's all right, Paul. Come back and say hello to me. Thanks for hanging out with me, Paul.
No problem.
That's Paul. Everybody, we had to pick up Paul's intensity level. Paul's intensity level is a little lacking. That's okay. That's all right. All right. So it looks like we got. Hang on. All right. Looks like we got a little bit enemy. The enemy's coming in. And where'd they go? Where'd they go? I had our next guest coming on. They slid out the back door. Slid out the back door on Pizzle. Slid out the back door. What a win today. So, obviously, the Eagles lost today. So, we played them Thursday. It's going to be a big game. It's going to be a real big game for both teams. The thing about this division, and of course, Cowboys played tomorrow night against Arizona, which, in my opinion, is a 50-50 game. What's up, talking about Nolans? Appreciate it. We got a 50-50 game with the Cowboys and Cardinals tomorrow night. Cowboys lose. Every team in the NFC East lost except for the Giants. That's a big win for us. Appreciate it, Redskins recap presser. Appreciate it. I appreciate the happiness for Pizzle. Finally, Pizzle gets something to go right for him. I appreciate that. What's up, Ryan? Long-time subscriber, long-time friend. What's up, Ryan? What's everybody drinking tonight? What's everybody drinking? Thoughts on LB? LB who? Who are we talking about, Tyson? LB who? LB who? Who are we talking about? Appreciate it, Eagle. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You guys want to come in and say hello? Take all thoughts and comments. You guys want to come say hello, get live? Obviously, we've been joined by Paul. Paul's, we had to pick up Paul's intensity level, but we got it going. We got it feeling pretty good. See, Tyson, Lord Brunson. Lord Brunson sucks. I mean, he's a trash. He's not a very. I don't know why anybody thinks he's a good YouTuber. Let me tell you something also about Lord Brunson. Soft mentally. He is so soft mentally. He is softer than your toilet paper mentally. Lord Brunson is. What's up, Herb? Growing illegal? My man is high. New York Giants said Daniel Jones looked like Montana today. I don't know about that. I don't know if he looked like Montana. Herb Grown wants to know what's everybody smoking on tonight. Listen, I will for sure have something. I'll be smoking for sure on something Thursday night if we can get a win against the Eagles. No question. Oh, man. It's so funny because you get all these comments about people trying to downplay your victory. Here's the thing. I've been on YouTube for so damn long that it's not I've heard it all. So it's like, you're not going to say anything to make me feel any differently. Here we go. Awesomeness Sports. Go ahead. The floor is yours. This is tough right here. I know. Let's get through this pain together. We'll talk about it. What do you want to call them? Just the football team? You want to call them the Redskins?
Football team, man. I'm just trying to. Ron Rivera, man, said that we're going to win this game. Look what happened. 2 points provision. And Ron Rivera cost us that game. But I would like to.
You think Ron Rivera cost you that game?
Yeah. Apparently, yeah.
How do you feel inside right now?
Hurt.
How deep is it? Is it deep?
Yeah, really, really deep, man.
I mean, let's talk about it for a moment. The football team was getting ready to go for 2. Okay, they're going for 2. They're going for the win. Riverboat Ron is going for the win. The Giants got a couple timeouts and about 35 seconds. Though technically, we would have still had a chance to maybe get a field goal, but Riverboat Ron is going for the win there. What is your emotions going into that moment? Was you excited? Was you happy? Was you like, oh, hell yeah, Riverboat Ron is going for 2 to get this dub?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then when that ball was thrown, okay, this ball was thrown by your quarterback, okay, Kyle Allen. He throws it, and then it just softly, like a fart in the wind, it just softly lands and hits the ground. And there's nobody there. I mean, there's literally nobody there. I mean, there was 20 yards from the next player. It just slowly lands on the ground. What's your emotions then?
I'm still hurt. I can't even speak of it. I'm pissed off.
No, I mean in that moment. I didn't mean like right now. I mean in that moment as the ball hit the ground. Was it frustration? Was it sadness? Was it
sadness?
It's just sadness. Multiple reasons. Number one, your team don't have a name. That's tough. Number two, you lost to a winless team. Gotta call it what it is. And the third thing is, if you think about it, the Giants aren't technically in the basement anymore. You know what I mean? We're not in the basement. Yeah, I mean, I have a good friend in here, and he's requesting that everybody put F in the chat for Awesomeness Sports. So please put F in the chat. It's an effed up day for Awesomeness Sports. Hey, but at least you got Chase Young, right? And Landon Collins, and you're going to get a new name. Team's going to have a new name, at some point. just so much good going for them, and I don't know. It's going to be all right, Awesomeness Sports. It's going to be all right. It's going to be fun. Would you like to say anything good about the Giants?
I will say it again. Congratulations to the Giants on their win. You guys were the better team.
And you know what? We've been the better team for like several years now. You know what I mean? But again, at least you got Haskins. At least you got Chase Young. At least you got Landon Collins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least you got hey, I appreciate you. Here's what I appreciate you. What are you sitting there? You're sitting on the sofa there, or is that a bed? Is that the bed you sleep on? I appreciate you coming on here tonight and not hiding behind a rock and taking your loss and handling it with absolute class and respect. Let's give another F in the chat for Awesomeness because it's an effed up day. But also let's give a nice Jason Garrett clap for Awesomeness Sports. It's going to be all right, Awesomeness. It's not always going to be bad for you. Give it about 30 years. About 30 years, and it'll come back around. Give it about 30 more. Okay, Awesomeness Sports. Good job. Good job. Hey, where are you going to be Thursday night? Where are you going to be Thursday night? You going to be watching my live stream as we beat the Eagles? I tell you what, you can be a Giants fan for one night Thursday night. How about that? How about that? Come hang out with Pizzle. Come watch the stream. And we can be Giant fans together. Look, we have something in common. We both hate the Eagles. Right?
I'm sorry. I'm still a Washington football team fan, no matter what.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying, for only about 3 hours, you just be a Giants fan. We both hate the Eagles. It's a compromise. All right, Awesomeness Sports. Hey, do what you got to do. Get you some good rest tonight. Tomorrow, the sun will come up. It just won't be as bright for you as it is for us. Okay?
Oh, my God.
I'll see you later, Awesomeness Sports. Wow, what a trooper. What a trooper. All right, so we've got Alex. Back up, my man. Back up. Back up. We're too close to the cam. What's up, my man? What's up?
Want to know what's up? Giants got the dub.
Yeah, tell it. Tell it. Go ahead. This is your chance. You've been waiting for this moment to be on Cop Pistol's page. Now let's rock and roll, son. Let's go. What you got?
What I got? I thought I was going to have a heart attack by the fourth quarter. I kid you not. Literally, when they scored a touchdown, I was like,
Alex, hold on. Wait a minute. Why are we whispering?
Oh.
Is your parents in the other room?
Nah, they're downstairs.
Well, is that why we're whispering, though?
Nah.
What are we whispering for?
We're
having a party here, son. We need to get a little intensity going on. We ain't got to scream, but we can say it with your chest.
Hell yeah.
All right, what you got to say? Come on.
Okay. What I got to say? I thought I was going to have a heart attack by the fourth quarter. As soon as Washington got the touchdown, I was like, oh no. Is this how we lose again? Not again. But then they did something stupid. They
Terribly
went for
stupid.
2.
Yeah, against our best unit.
Exactly.
Against our defense.
Yep. And they got scared. Threw it away.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, the Lord has answered my prayers. I prayed hard that we would get this dub and we wouldn't go 0-6 like 2013, I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah. I was on YouTube during that time. Dilly.
Yeah.
Sad times.
Yeah, it was. I've been following you and Chuck Knox since 2012 when we.
What is your YouTube name, Alex?
My YouTube name is just Alex. Smaring at you.
That's a hell of a YouTube name, but keep going. That's all right. So you've been following me and Chuck Knox. I'm gonna try to have Chuck Knox on my channel this week. If not this week, for sure next week. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you've been following me and Chuck Knox.
Yeah, we've been since 2012.
Okay.
I mean, I've been a fan since I was a kid. Back in 07, back when Eli destroyed the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I wasn't really too big. Like, oh yeah, good Giants. They're my local team. So I was like, yeah. But
you're not going to root for the Jets. We're going to root for the Giants.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was during that 2011, 2012 run where I knew they're my team for life. And I've been here through the heartbreak and the disappointing seasons, the injuries. And, even though, and through all of it, even this rough season, I'm just glad that we got the first dub. And I really think that's going to be the turnaround.
Let me ask you something, Alex.
Okay.
I think as Giant fans, we're feeling a little lucky today, don't you? Like I feel a little lucky. I feel like today, because you never know, you might be walking around feeling lucky. What grade are you? Are you in high school? What year are you?
I graduated college.
You've already graduated college?
Hell yeah.
You look like you're a senior in high school. Look at you.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, what I was going to say, Alex, but since you've already graduated college, it's time to call that girl tonight that you've been wanting to call, Alex. It's time to make that move.
I already made that move already.
Tonight you did?
No.
No, what I'm saying is you might be walking around lucky tonight, Alex. You don't know.
Well, I already made that lucky move 2 years and almost 5 months ago.
And she said yes?
Yeah, I've been in a relationship for 2 years and 5 months.
Let's give Alex a round of look. Put A in the chat for Alex. A in the chat for my man Alex making moves.
Yeah, she's literally the best girlfriend I could have ever asked for, and I feel extremely lucky to have her in my life.
Okay, Alex, we ain't got to get sentimental, but hey, is she a Giants fan?
No, she's a Giants fan.
Okay. How you gonna turn her into one?
Yeah, I'll turn it. She's not crazy like I am, but yeah. Okay. And I think I'm gonna end this off with a sign in my room that I think you'll appreciate very much.
Okay, Alex, let me see. First of all, I appreciate the support. Okay, I see Giants fan. What else does it say?
You're in the home of a very loyal Giants fan. Cheer accordingly or keep it to yourself.
Alex, my man, I appreciate the support. Thanks for coming on tonight.
No problem.
And congratulations on graduating college. I think you're still in high school, though. You're fooling me, Alex. You fooled me. Thanks, man.
Thanks. Peace.
Alex in the house with a young face. Jeez. Let's see what else we got here. Raga.
Yeah.
Raga.
Sorry. Yeah, I got this. But also, I got this one.
Okay. What are we doing here, Raga?
Basically, my whole mom's side of the family are all Giants fans. They're actually from New York.
Okay. Well, are you a Giants fan, Raga?
Sadly, no, because this is kind of my home. And no, I do not approve of the Chaz chop bullshit.
You don't approve of what?
The Chaz.
Oh, well, Raga. Okay, first of all, I need you to step away from the camera. Take off the Seahawks stuff and put the Giants shirt on and come back. What'd you come on here for? Just say hello?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a Giants victory party, not a Seahawks party.
We didn't play today, so.
Well, it doesn't matter if you didn't play. By the way, I really like Russell Wilson. I like him.
Yeah,
he's like my favorite player that's not a Giants player. But I need you wearing a Giants shirt. You can do it, Raga. Why don't you put the Giants shirt on, Raga?
Okay.
Raga. Let's get a check. Let's get some stuff. No, put it on, Raga. Let's go. Why are we wearing the Seahawks stuff?
Hey, at least we beat.
Man comes on here talking about he doesn't support Chaz. Who the hell supports Chaz, Raga? Nobody supports that nonsense.
It's really small.
Well, you might be feeling a little bit better if you take off the Russell Wilson jersey, right, guy?
All right.
Not on cam. What are you doing?
See? Anyways. Oh.
This is not how I envisioned my victory party tonight, but it is what it is.
All right. Nice meeting you. That's fun, guys. All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day, sir.
Okay, Raga. Have a good day. I don't know what the hell just happened. Can somebody just tell me what the fuck happened? Can somebody tell me what the hell just happened? You missed a lot. Can somebody tell me what the hell just happened? Look, I don't know what his plan was. I don't know what. I have no idea what that man's plan was. But he came on. He showed a Giants shirt, wearing a Seahawks jersey. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. He talks shit about Chaz, which fuck. I mean, who the hell asked? I mean, what, I don't even know. I didn't even ask about Chaz. I don't care. I mean, that's for booger eaters. But anyways, he said he makes a claim he hates Chaz. Well, next thing you know, I said, look, you got to put the Giants shirt on if you want to celebrate. And next thing you know, he's like, I got to go, sir. I don't know what happened. Is this what supports my channel? Like, do you like when you're watching my videos in the middle of it, do you just say, hey, I don't support Chaz? I have no idea what the hell just happened, guys. I literally feel like I need to call my therapist for just like 5 minutes and just figure out what the fuck just happened. I am super confused right now. I literally just got a text message. Yeah, that was fucked up. Yeah. All right. Let's get some normalcy here.
How's it going, man?
Jabroni in the house.
Thanks for having me on, man.
What's up, Big Blue Jabroni?
Congrats on the win today. Big day.
Congrats to you on the win, sir.
Yes, we needed that.
Yeah, we did.
Look at this studio set up.
Hey.
How you feeling after that?
I think I want to put my Luchador mask on.
Hey, man. Tag team match.
Should I put my Luchador mask on while we're talking?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, well, can you entertain the masses while I go get it?
Absolutely. That's what I'm here for.
All right, we'll talk some bullshit with them, all right? I'll get my Luchador mask. We'll tag team this shit.
All right, for all of my Tank for Trevor.
Tell them about your channel.
Thank you guys for having me on. Big Blue Jabroni. Giants get their first win of the year. We're going to get 2 wins in 1 week now that we're going to go against the Eagles on Thursday. And if you're a booger eater who thinks that you're upset that we lost and you care about the draft and things like that, I hope you didn't get to enjoy this win. And let's see. So what's up, Big? I see a couple people. How's it going, man? Thanks for checking out the video. And also, I personally feel just the post-game, my reaction was I don't think we played all that great, and we still got a win. And I don't know when was the last time the Giants got a win where they didn't have to play some of their best football. Joe Judge got this team going in the right direction. Davey G got at least the head coach right, because we definitely see the fight in Joe Judge's like we heard we were going to hear in training camp. And so that's got to be exciting for us all to see. I got Pizzle out here looking for a Luchador mask as well. We're going to be matching in just a moment. what did you guys think about the win? I personally thought Daniel Jones is really crushing my spirits. I want to see him do better. He has not been able to show and provide the way I thought he was going to this year. He had so many touchdowns last year. It kind of looked like he was just going to. But still, we get the win. Daniel Jones still needs to step it up.
I got my Legion of mascot. All right. We're tag teaming this shit.
Where did you get that?
In fucking Mexico. Where do you think I got it? Yeah. Got it on the beaches of Mexico. This fine little senorita was cooking up some tacos. I said, what the hell you got back there? She said, I got me a little New York Giants mask. I said, well, I want it. She said, well, $20. So I gave her 20 pesos. What's up? We look good together. We look like we could literally take home some belts.
I'm ready, man. Take home this NFC East title. That's what I want to see.
We take home some NFC East tag team belts is what I think we do. Anyways, tell me what your thoughts about the game was today.
I thought it was great to see a New York Giants team get a win, and we didn't have to play our best football.
Okay.
I felt like we played better last week against Dallas. I thought we played better throughout the year in a couple games. But the Fightin' Joe Judges, as Davey G likes to call them, they played for 60 minutes. And originally, the big thing that stuck out to me was the big punt when Riverboat Ron pins us down at the 1. I'm thinking, man, this guy's an idiot. We're going to get on with the field. They scored the touchdown. It's going late into the game. Graham's defense really has been terrible in the last 2 minutes of games and halves. And it kind of felt like that whole game was slipping away. So it was nice to see the defense, who's carried us all year, even though it is only with one win, get us the win at the end and make the big play.
You know what's funny is I feel like we finally played a team that was actually part or down to close to our level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not to say that we're like bottom tier of the league, but my point is we, for the first time all year long, we played a team that we should have beat. You know, except for maybe the Niners. I feel like we should have won that Niner game, but even though we got crushed. But I felt like personnel, we should have done something better than what we did. But the fact is, I really felt like that was the first game where, okay, the Giants better win today or they got real big problems. So they did what they should have done, which was win the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can downplay the win, whatever you want to, but they did what they were supposed to do, is win that game. So I felt like, too, they got the bugaboo off their back. They got the monkey off their back of not being able to get a win. First one's always the toughest. Ask any fat boy out there who ain't kissed a girl yet, you know. And finally, my man Joe Judge got a win. And I just feel like this is going to carry a lot of momentum into Thursday night, right?
I 100% agree. Especially the Giants only have one win. But we're all kind of feeling like, okay, we're getting better. We're still looking for the 2020 season. If you go on the Eagles Twitter right now and all of their fan base, it's the season's over. Put them in the grave. Let's just try and lose out and get Wentz out of here. So this is two teams going in two different directions, even though they have the same record. And I think the Giants have been so close to beating the Eagles the last couple of years. I don't know if there's a guy on the roster who has a win over the Eagles. So they're going to go in there like do or die because they understand that if we go 2-14, heads are going to roll. This roster is going to turn over again. Mm-hmm. These are the types of games that's going to secure your butt in the team next year.
Here's what stinks is they should have beat the Giants should have at least another win.
Yeah, at least
we should have 2 wins at least right now. And it would have been if we would have beat the Cowboys.
Division or bust.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'd be so in the mix, and we're still in the mix. But especially if the Cowboys lose tomorrow. But if we go out and we're able to beat the Eagles Thursday night, of course, there's going to be a lot of hyped up between there and now and then. If we beat the Eagles on Thursday, then we take 2 of 3 from our division opponents because we're playing our division games, you know, back to back to back. That's not bad from the Giants. You know, it stinks that we lost the Cowboys. But the fact is, if we win our division games, we probably can still win the division because the division stinks. And so, look, we can take – you know, I'm not saying the Giants are going to go to the Super Bowl, but if we can win the division this year, which is still on the table, regardless of what anybody says, that's a huge success for the Giants to go from 4th overall pick to division champs, right? And anybody can call me delusional about beating Philly. Washington beat Philly. We just beat Washington. So Philly can't talk to me right now. They can't even beat the football team. We can't.
And
so,
the only thing they're puffing their chests about is because they played Baltimore kind of tough. You lost at home. I don't care.
We played the Bears tough. We played the Rams tough. We played the Steelers tough.
5-0.
Yeah, we played a lot of teams tough. And at the end of it, we took a lot of L's. But I feel like now, and I'm not saying the team has figured out completely how to win, but what I will say is I feel like because they got one, that's going to help them carry some confidence. Like they're going to be able to go into practice this week feeling good about themselves for the first time all year. Like that means something.
William said in the post game, it was nice to see some smiles around here. That stuff's contagious, man. Once you finally start getting these wins, and you're gonna have to get to watch the film tomorrow and be like, okay, you made a good play here. These are the types of games that won us the game. Not these are the plays that lost us it. You don't want to do that again, and we get to play again so soon. I think that helps us out so much.
Okay. I got a lot of people. I got a lot of people on standby right now. There's one I'm going to bring on, and I want you to be with me, Big Blue Jabroni, while I bring him on because he looks like he's going to be just absolutely just a shit show. And let's just bring him on right here. Oh, Dizzle, oh, Drizzle. Let's go ahead and let's bring him on. He seems to be an Eagles fan.
On Thursday, and we're going to whoop some booty, Pizzle. I'm a big fan of your show, though, man. You got good content, man.
I appreciate you. Oh, listen, what's the deal with the Oh Drizzle? What is this? Oh Dizzle Drizzle. What is that name?
It's just the name I thought of, man.
Oh, wait a second here.
What happened?
What the hell? My man just dropped in. I appreciate the support. Don't get me wrong, but that's the second person that's did a drive-by on me tonight. The first one was weird. That one wasn't so weird, but that's the second person that did a drive-by on me. I mean, I was ready for conversation, and my man just bounced out of here.
Yeah, I want to see a Philly fan try and defend this team and try and tell me why I shouldn't be excited. Why I don't think we can get 2 wins this week.
Could you imagine? I got a couple questions here for Big Blue Jabroni before I move on. Could you imagine if the Giants beat the Eagles on Thursday night? Their fan base will literally jump in a casket and bury themselves 6 feet deep. They will literally hang them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they will be so done as a fan. It will be almost amazing to watch themselves undress themselves in misery. You know what I mean? Like,
we look at Washington. That's 2 wins a year. Pencil it in.
Pencil it in.
Pencil it in. All right, when you're counting them up, Giants, okay, cool. And we're going to get them again. They lose this one. It is, as you said, man overboard.
Oh.
Even Dougie P, people are going to be screaming for him.
Oh.
I mean, he's got the ring. He got the monkey off the back. Ever since that whole Nick Foles situation unfolded, so is the entire franchise. They're unraveling right now. We got to be able to beat teams that are unraveling.
Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you, we beat them. They're going to go nuts. I mean, some of my who do you follow on YouTube that's an Eagles fan?
Like I said, I found out about this not that long ago through Tampa last year. I only follow like a handful of people. I don't follow people from other sports channels.
So you don't have any Eagles fans that you follow?
No Dallas, no Redskins. Okay. I don't know good ones. I don't even know that. You were talking about Mark Holmes last week. I still don't know who he is.
Okay, so here's another thing, and I'm glad you brought that up, Big Willie Jr., because I like to go after some channels. I like to have some fun. And what a lot of these people don't understand, Mark Holmes included, is that when I do that, I actually help their channel. Like, I help them in that I introduce some people to them. It doesn't mean that you're going to like him, but the fact is it's an introduction. So if you hang around this week, I will be definitely introducing you to some Eagle, because listen, we got to win. We've got to win, and now I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loose. I'm feeling like I want to make some videos. This past week, I didn't want to make any videos. I was sad. I was lonely. I was just depressed. And now I'm feeling like I'm a dog getting ready to come out of his cage. And I got some things I want to say to some Eagle fans. So I'll introduce you to some Eagle fans this week. Don't you worry.
Hey, I'll be here for it. All right, I don't know how you feel about it. I missed the beginning of it. I just went on YouTube, saw it was popped up, and I think it's awesome. And you just put StreamYard there. Anyone can get it. I just logged in, and then boom, we're talking. But how did you feel about if Jason Garrett is going to get the play calls taken away from him eventually? Who would you like to see do it?
Why? But why is it really Jason Garrett's fault?
All right, a couple ones that stand out right off the top of my head. 1st and 5, we're around midfield, and we've been having a little bit of roll. That's an absolute, you take a shot there. Then we're at like 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 2nd after a timeout. You go through the play calls, like draw something up right now. Like we have these wrinkles and we have these things put in the offense for a reason. It was nice to see us running the ball for first downs. So it was hard to sometimes like really try and get on them when you're moving the ball as you should. But I need to see a couple more plays thrown down the field.
Well, I guess it would be Freddie Kitchens would be next in line, but I don't know if that would be a better option. I honestly feel like
that's the only problem. There's no one else to do the job.
I honestly feel like Jabroni is that it's all about personnel rather than play calling. I mean, look, and this isn't a knock on Davy G, but the fact is we have several players that are hurt. Golden Tate is finally now looks like he's in football shape. You know, today was probably his best game. Evan Ingram is whatever Evan Ingram is at this point, right? A lot of hype, not a lot of actual doing. Sterling Shepard is always hurt. So Darius Slayton is out there on one leg, right? I mean, that man has given everything he's got today. Played a great game too, considering that he was hurt. I just don't feel like Daniel Jones has got any weapons. There's nobody. I mean, you got Austin Mack literally just joined the team. I know he hasn't just joined the team, but he's on the active roster for the first time this week. He dressed for the first time. So it's like, man, like what do you want? What do you expect about getting in? He has no chemistry with Austin Mack. Slayton is injured. Golden Tate finally looks 100%. Shepard's gone. Evan Ingram is Evan Ingram. You know what I'm saying? Like Kane Smith is making a couple plays, but there's an issue there with talent and personnel.
But even if you take the shot and it doesn't,
and then can you trust the offensive line? Some of these guys.
That's the one thing that I always have to come down to because
if you're Jason Garrett and you say, okay, we're gonna take a deep shot here. We're gonna throw 30, 40 yard bomb right here.
Impossible almost.
It's impossible. You can't do it. He's not gonna have the protection. It's just not gonna happen. So to me, it's like it's a very touchy thing to think that we can just jump in and do something like run the same plays that Kansas City kind of runs. You know what I'm saying? Where it's a personnel problem.
Well, yeah,
they can't run the ball either because the offensive line is not doing a good enough job to create holes. But Freeman played a pretty good game. I really believe Freeman's getting better as each week goes.
I jokingly said when I was watching the game with my girlfriend, I looked over, I said, where's Saquon going to play next year? Because Freeman's starting to roll a little bit every week. He's trying to get a little bit better. He made a couple guys miss on some big plays. He's given me exactly, if not more, than I thought he was going to bring in already. I thought he's been a great signing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell any of the Dave Gettleman haters, though.
Yeah, don't tell the Dave Gettleman haters.
No.
You can't really tell them a lot of anything.
No.
Anything else, Big Blue Jabroni?
I will also. I'll eat my crow. I thought Julian Love was going to be an absolute stud.
He's not good.
I've said about him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take that away.
I tweeted it today. I think you liked it. The man doesn't make any points.
Caden Smith and
Julian Love just does not make any plays. He doesn't make plays. No. Bradbury today made plays. Holmes last week made plays. Peppers, he goes. He's in and out. He's a little too erratic. It's like he's playing 100 miles an hour and he's kind of like a chicken with his head cut off kind of playing. And so he just needs to slow down, but he sometimes is able to make plays. Julian Love just doesn't make plays.
No. He's close. He's close.
Yeah. Well,
he's close to it.
I appreciate you coming on tonight, Big Blue Jabroni.
Thank you for having me on.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the support. We'll do it again Thursday night.
I'll see you then.
All right, Big Blue Jabroni. All right, I gotta make a quick change. I'm gonna make a quick change before I bring my next guest on. Set tight. Back in the New York group. right. Don't want to steal Big Blue Jabroni's thunder here. All right, I'm bringing in a good friend of mine here.
Oh,
I'm bringing a good friend of mine, Briar. I call him Briarpatch. What's up, Briarpatch?
we're doing great. How about you?
You got any impersonations for me?
Not really. I'm just here vibing.
do you want to do your bird call?
I mean, I don't know what else you want. I'm just celebrating 5-0. You know.
Well, how about my 1-5?
I mean, gotta give it up to the Giants, man. It's the Washington football team, decent little team, a little underrated, I would say.
Let me introduce you. So Briar here is a good friend of mine. You've actually been to the cave.
Yep, man cave is a great place to be and watch any kind of football game.
Tell everybody how cool that my room is. Just lie.
Good old Cop Izzle here. He's got the greatest collection of all time. Like if you ever get a chance to visit, it's like a museum, honestly. Like paying $20 for a ticket to get in that man cave is worth it. 100%. So
we've you're so fucking stupid. Hey, go ahead. Tell him a Cop Izzle story. Go ahead.
I mean, what else?
I'm sure you got one about it. Go ahead and tell him a story. Tell him something. I did something stupid.
I mean, running up to who'd we run up to in Miami?
Okay, you want to tell that story?
Yeah, I don't even know who we ran.
So
up
you and
to.
I were in Miami together.
Yep, good old Miami.
And I all of a sudden I saw Ray Lewis.
Yeah, Ray Lewis.
And I said, oh my God, go ahead. You go tell the story. They don't believe it if I say it.
Cop Izzle grabs onto my shirt. He's like, man, take my phone, follow me. You have to follow me. Be quick about it too. And Cop took off, gone instantly. I'm sprinting, trying to find him. And I don't know what's even going on. And I'm just running, trying to get to him. And I see him start talking to someone. And he's like, here, take a picture. You mind getting a picture with me? So I get ready, got the picture. Great little picture. Looks like good old Cop Izzle's, talking up a storm to Ray Lewis. It was a great time.
But he didn't want to take a pic though.
Yeah, no, he looked like he was getting ready to go get some munchies or something, just snacking.
No, he wasn't interested. I got up in that grill.
Yeah, you did. I mean,
I had to force my space.
Yeah, I mean,
it was like two alpha lions colliding.
Yeah, I mean, we know who the bigger alpha male was there, though.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I had to. But anyways, what you got? Is that the only story you got of me? If I died tomorrow at my funeral, you're gonna tell them the Ray Lewis story?
No, I mean, if anything, I could talk about how we missed a race together because of some little Giants fan decided to interrupt our little thing that we had going on. But
oh.
I'm sure everyone knows.
Are you rocking the Steelers today?
Oh yeah, of course. We're just good. We're just pretty good this year. Some people are probably going to say that we beat some pretty garbage teams, but I mean, you can't underestimate our wide receiver core. I honestly think we got a pretty good wide receiver core. It's just a sneaky little core we got, and I think we got some good games coming up, and I think we're going to stay undefeated. You just got to have that confidence,
What do you want them to put in the chat for you? What letter?
I mean, we can get an F.
You want them to put S in there for sex?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's get an S in chat.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Tell them your. So Briar here is a big Twitch. You're a big Twitch guy.
Oh yeah. So
you do a lot of live streams. Why don't you tell them your Twitch channel?
Yeah, so I do a lot of racing stuff on this little game thingy. Yeah, iRacing.com, and I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Patriot Briar. That's what I do on there. But yeah, it's just it's a great time over there.
What else you just stream other stuff other than iRacing, don't you?
Here and there, just random, whatever I feel like, whatever in the mood for.
Whatever you're vibing on.
Yeah, it's exactly what we do. We vibe around here.
Okay, well.
Yep.
We've been a lot of places together, haven't we? So Briar, honestly, for those that don't know, Briar is seriously a good friend of mine. He's a legit friend. This man, he's one of the few people that if he was lost in fucking Alaska, I'd find a way to go get him.
I mean, I wouldn't be lost in Alaska. I think we got a couple igloos out there that we know of, and
yeah, we got some fucking bots out there that can help us out. But Briar's one of my good buddies, one of my good friends. And so yeah, he's my boy. He's my buddy.
Not even gonna lie though, the Giants, man. Now that you guys beat Washington, I really think you guys got some momentum going in the next couple of games here. After the bye week, it might be a little questionable, but next couple of games you guys got coming up, it should click off.
I think we're gonna win the rest of our games.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go 11-5.
Even the Ravens.
Fuck them all. They're all going down.
Okay,
they're all going down. We just needed to get one.
Yep, copy.
Just one win.
All right, I mean, yeah.
They're gonna
if
be
you're
vibing.
Like I said, you got to roll with the confidence. So if you roll with the confidence, it might work out. You never know. So
it's good to see you made up your bed for this live stream.
Yeah, slightly. I took my mom's good old body pillow, so that thing's been comfy. I've been snoozing with that a couple of days. So
before I let you go, because you and I have talked about this. So this is kind of like a guy thing. You're the ones that taught me this no simp thing.
Oh yeah, we don't simp in September.
Yeah, but I didn't know what simping was.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people that don't know what simping is? You want to tell them what that is?
If you don't know what simping is, pretty much there's just one time of the year. It's just like No Shave November. There's other things. I don't know if it's stream friendly, but No Simp September. It's something you don't want to cross that line. You cross the line with the boys. It's an unfortunate circumstance. Like Cop here, obviously he's a simp for the Giants, big time simp. There's been a couple stories I've heard from him, and I'm still waiting on some stories 10 years from now, like when we're around a campfire.
No, but you told me no. You can go ahead. But basically, it's not putting a girl on a pedestal.
Yeah, you don't put a girl on a pedestal.
Yeah, which I think is bullshit. I think if she's hot enough, you put her on a pedestal.
But
you said it's wrong. I said no simping.
Yeah, when it's September though, September's that time of the month. You got to roll along with the month. It's holiday season. It's holiday season.
I don't think it matters. I think if you got a chick that you feel like you can get it, you better be simping.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's holiday
season. Which is opposite of pimping, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. You're warming up for Halloween. You got Thanksgiving coming up, then Christmas, and then New Year's. Like that's a perfect way to end off the year, especially with this year.
Would you simp on New Year's Eve?
I mean, it's not September, so might as well. All I know is that I'm a simp for the boys, and I stick with the boys. So you catch me simping, you're pretty much catching me lacking, and you don't want to be caught lacking around any part of town. So
okay, all right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Briar.
Yeah, absolutely.
When are you gonna come over back to the cave?
I mean, we gotta get the boys rallied up. We gotta grab a couple Millers and head to the man cave. Get a race in or something, or watch some games. I don't know. Yeah, I've been waiting on our Top Golf date that we're supposed to be having here soon. I want to go
Top Golf too.
Also, the fairgrounds race coming up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, we will. But
maybe.
Yes.
It's over with. All right, brother. I'll holler at you probably before the night's over with.
All right. Thanks for having me on. Later.
See you, Briar. That's my good buddy, Briar. That's my boy. Give me 1 second. I got a good guest coming on, people. I got a good one coming on. Oh man, I got a good one. Well, that was a good one too, but I got a good one right here, y'all. My boy.
Bizzle. What's up,
my man?
Hey, we in the house, man. Victory Monday. Right. We ready. You know we ready.
That's right.
Yes, sir, man.
Talk to me.
Hey, I appreciate all the faith throughout the week in the videos, man. It definitely kept my spirits up. This was a gritty win, man, but I see some hate in the chat, man. But, hey, we got the W. That's all that matters, man. We got the W train rolling. I'm ready to go in Philly Thursday night, take care of business, man, get this season on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
So, you were obviously live today.
Yeah, we did a live today, our first live.
How did you like it?
I loved it, man. A lot of new faces in the chat. And some big plays, man. Seeing the reactions of the big plays, man. You know, going back and looking at the footage of that is amazing. We haven't got to experience that yet, so that was awesome.
Look, I told y'all. I hope y'all listen to me. Authentic is him and his channel and his boys. They're a great channel. I'm actually going to go live Thursday night. I'm gonna go live Thursday and Monday. I try not to wear it out. But it's gonna be fun Thursday night.
Yeah, I'll definitely be in the chat on Thursday.
That Eagles game. But so man, so today just felt so needed as a Giants
we
fan.
definitely needed that W, man. That was desperation vibes, and it had to come ugly. That kind of bothered me there at the end. Ron Rivera, I called that. I asked everybody in our chat. I said, "You think they're gonna go for 2 if they go down here and get this score?" They were like, "I don't know. I don't know." And yeah, sure as it stinks, man. Yeah, they definitely went for 2 there. I'm kind of glad that the game came down to our defense. And I went back, reviewed the play, man. Just a great play by Blake Martinez. They looked like they was trying to set up Gibson on a little quick a little Z route across the middle to get him one-on-one on our linebacker. Blake Martinez blew that up, and then Jabril Peppers, man, coming in hurt there. That was amazing. He got back, and he beat the quarterback to that edge, and that's why you see Kyle Allen kind of backed up a little bit and tried to make a last-minute throw there. I love getting that W on the back of our defense. That was much needed.
I was actually when they scored. First of all, I didn't talk about it in my post-game video. That touchdown that they threw, the clock, the delay of game clock was at 0 before they snapped it, and I was like, the clock is at 0. They haven't snapped it yet. Then they snapped it, and then they threw a touchdown pass. I said, well, damn, the refs missed that one. So I was actually upset. I was upset in that moment that I was like, how the hell did the refs miss that? And then all of a sudden, as I'm trying to get back in my head into the game or whatever, they're going for 2. And I was like, holy shit, I can't believe they're going for 2. You would think that Ron Rivera, a defensive-minded guy, would rely on his defense.
Yeah.
In overtime. You would think that I would get it if the Giants offense was, really running on all cylinders or was really winning that game. But the truth about it is really, I mean, outside of, obviously the Giants offense only really put up how many points did they really put up? Because 13 I want to say. But I mean, I don't even know if 13's fair because Bradbury's interception set them up.
Definitely.
So I don't know if I understand that they got points there, but I don't know if that's really all of their points. Obviously, Tay Crowder's scoop and score was a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So you say 13, but man, I don't, it's not like the offense really drove down and did a lot. So like, I'm kind of just surprised that Ron Rivera was actually, because you make that move in defense of the offense, like you're scared of their other offense that they're going to put up points, and I don't think that was a smart move by Ron Rivera.
I didn't agree with the call live. I was like, that's a crazy call. I mean,
it's crazy because, and again, I feel like too, our strongest unit is our defense.
Yeah. And
I get it that you're 2 yards away from basically winning the game. And look, if the Giants would have lost that game in that fashion, oh
my God, it'd been devastating.
That would have been devastating. I mean, real bad considering how last week went with the with Cowboys. And then you throw that on. I mean, it would have been really tough. And I think you'd have had a lot of guys start to question things. But nevertheless, they were able to get it done and make that stop. And like you said, Blake Martinez, look, a lot of them dudes played really good today.
Man.
I thought Bradbury played really good. I thought Martinez played really good. Leonard Williams, I think, played his best game as a Giant, I feel like. A lot of them dudes just played really good today. Tay Crowder
balled out.
He's like, when you can get value out of a 7th round guy, I know he was the last pick in the draft, but when you can get value or performance out of a guy like that, it helps your team out so much. It's such a tremendous lift for the Giants. And so the fact that they were able to get that kind of performance from him and some of these other guys, it's great. I just don't, I'm still kind of upset about the offense.
Yeah.
The offense has got to get better. They got to figure it out. Jabroni, Big Blue Jabroni came on here and he was talking about Jason Garrett's play calling. And I saw a little bit. I don't think he was suggesting that. I don't know if he was saying Jason Garrett's play calling is bad, but he was talking about potentially, someone else calling the plays. Do you feel like do you feel like it's a play calling issue?
Nah, I disagree with that. I don't think it's a play calling issue here. I mean, you look at this game here. the Washington football team dominated when it came to time of possession, especially in the first half, which was crazy. I mean, they got the ball with like 7 minutes left in the second quarter and just drained that whole clock. And I was telling everybody, man, I was like, yo, if you allow them to come down here and score a touchdown, it's going to make it look like this half was competitive, when in reality, to me, the Giants dominated the first half, but they just didn't have the ball
didn't look
enough.
like it.
Yeah, the score didn't look like it. But I mean, Daniel Jones only threw the ball 19 times. You can't expect too much out of the offense in that case, And I like how they stuck to the run. I think that it's a very Dallas Cowboys kind of formula when they had Zeke. And granted, Devonta Freeman is not, getting these super large clips per run, but it's consistent and it's positive yards. I like the short distance on second down. I think he only had like 60-something yards, something like that, but they committed. It was over 15 carries for him. I just like to see them commit to that run, because you can win games gritty like that when you got a defense like this. And you mentioned that last week about this defense. You can win with this defense.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see it perfect on both sides of the ball. It's okay. I just want to see Daniel Jones step up in these moments where he has a chance to really put some points on the board and really put a team out. He's not capitalizing on those moments I've seen. But other than that, I mean, I like the play from the kid today. The 50-yard run is amazing. I mean, the cameraman getting shook out his boots on that one too. I like that.
Well, the RPOs is the best thing the Giants offense has right now.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that they have that produces big yardage. And what's crazy is all these defenses, and it's almost like anytime they ever run a really good RPO, it's Daniel Jones running it. And all these defenses, all five of them that we faced, or 6 of them that we faced, it's like they don't even expect Daniel to keep it.
Right.
They never do. And then he today completely fools out, like you said, the cameraman, and he makes that big run. And this is my issue with so many Giant fans right now, because there's a lot of people that are giving up on Daniel Jones. And again, I'm not saying that you can't be upset with him. You can. Right. But the idea to give up on him completely, to me, is completely wrong. I'm not saying that you can't be on your, on the edge, but the fact is, he's trying. He's taking some nasty shots. Yeah. I don't like him leading with his shoulder to try to run over a defender. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. But when I see that, that's him, in my opinion, saying to the fans, or just saying to his teammates, "Man, I'm busting my ass. I'm giving it everything I got." I agree with you on that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving it everything that I have, and I'm trying to make plays for this team. Because really, truth be told, Darius Slayton is not 100% right now, obviously, today. Who is the number one playmaker on this offense?
There isn't one.
That's the issue.
I mean, you can see it with Washington today. They were going right at their playmakers. And I think they got 2 on that offensive side of the ball there with Antonio Gibson and with Terry McLaurin. They go right at their playmakers. But the Giants, we really don't have no playmakers. I mean, inconsistency with injuries, players not being there all the time, and Evan Ingram just can't quite get it all the way going. I like the game he had today, today, though. I mean, it was pretty decent, but Daniel don't got that many weapons. And he's young. This isn't like a Kansas City situation. This is a team that we've been losing for a lot of seasons here. You remove that one boat trip season, we've been losing for a lot of seasons. So, I mean, you can't expect a rookie to just come in and just completely dominate and be able to take over the game. I don't think any quarterback could do that within this system,
I just don't know what anybody expects any quarterback to do. My issue with Daniel is the interceptions.
Yeah.
That's my issue, and the fumbling. But again, I don't blame every interception on him, and I don't blame every fumble on him. But I'm not sure what you put any quarterback on this team. Even give us Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
What is he still going to do with our offense? That's my thing. It's like Patrick Mahomes is great, but he's also great because of all the weapons that he has.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't have any weaponry.
And we have quarterback can't get time. I mean, you saw Aaron Rodgers tonight. They put up that 10 points. He had all the time in the world in first 2 drives. I'm like, yo, they about to come out here and blow out the Bucs. As soon as he couldn't get time and he got uncomfortable, that game got ugly. And they didn't score after that, So I just think when you got an offensive line that's young, we got a young team in general. But when the offensive line is young, you still moving pieces around. I didn't notice it live, but I heard that Andrew Thomas got benched during the game and Perk came in. And I did see some improvements in the line in the second half, but Daniel Jones wasn't capitalizing on it. But when you got a young line like this and a young quarterback, you just can't expect too much out of it, I feel like. But Daniel, every time we're in it to win it, it's because of Daniel. Daniel's making a lot of plays, and there's nobody else really out there making plays except Slayton. Slayton's doing a pretty good job, but like you said, he's not a bona fide number one.
Well, no, I think he can be if he's healthy.
Yeah.
But I mean, he would be a great number 2 option if you had a.
I would love for him to be our number 2 if we had another guy who could just take double teams.
Yeah, he'd be a great number 2. I mean, to me, he reminds me of an Amani Toomer who was a talented receiver for us, but he became even better when we had Plexico Burris with him.
Yeah.
So the thing is for me, I think Daniel is doing the best he can with the weaponry that he has, and I don't think the Giants are going to every game the Giants win this year. Doesn't matter if you believe they're only going to win 3 games or if you think they're going to win 8, 9, 10 games, whatever. Every game's going to have to look like that one today.
Yeah,
where it's low scoring. I don't think the Giants are going to ever be able to win a game in a high scoring shootout fashion. I just don't think it's going to happen. Every game's going to have to be dirty. It's almost like if you're a boxing fan. It's almost like we're going to have to win every fight dirty.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like dirty as in like low blows. I mean, it's just going to have to be a nasty fight every single
it's going
time.
to be a phone
gritty, just nasty kind of football. And that's the way the Giants going to have to win the games, which is not necessarily a bad thing because some of the great Giant teams won those games in that kind of fashion, playing really good defense and being able to run the ball. The Giants, I don't care if they improve their passing offense. I want them to improve their running offense.
Yeah, that's important.
That's to me is the most important thing. They have to get Freeman going, Gallman going, get a running game going, and if we can do that, it will make the passing game so much easier. It would be nice.
The one thing I'm not feeling too is the red zone offensive play calling. I will agree with Jabroni on that right there. When we get in the red zone, I just think that Garrett's got to find a way to punch these in. We got 2 straight weeks. Against the Cowboys, we settled for 3 twice. One of them got called back, and today we settled for 3 twice early on there. Where if we can get a touchdown, man, we could put teams away early with this defense. I feel like, but the offense just doesn't capitalize early when they get those chances. They might get 7 once here, and we did have that drought, 4 games, no passing touchdown, but we get a touchdown today. If we could double that up and get another touchdown, that first half is going to be a lot less close. Instead, we go into the half, it's a 1-score game.
My issue with the red zone is you would think, and most teams that have a great tight end take advantage of it, you would think Evan Ingram would be special in the red zone. Yeah. But you don't ever see him making those plays. And I don't know if it's play calling. I don't know if it's him. I don't know what it is, but you would, I'm not saying he has the same size as Gronk, but Gronk made plays in the red zone. Jimmy Graham made plays in the red zone. Hell, Tony Gonzalez made plays in the red zone. Travis Kelce makes plays in the red zone. The fact is tight ends that are really good always make plays in the red zone, and it's like we don't have Evan Ingram to make those kind of plays.
Yeah, and all those guys you name, they kind of go up top. Evan Ingram, that's not his style. Even though he's not a smaller tight end as far as his height, but he's not the seam route go up top like Kittle and catch it over the defender's shoulder. That he's never really been that guy, which is tough when you get in the red zone. He kind of turns into a slot wide receiver.
Well, he did make the red zone play last week against the Cowboys when they did that tight end around with him.
Yeah, on the little reverse.
That was nice, but those plays are so few and far between. It's just, to me, the Giants are gonna win games like that all year long. If they're going to win those games where they're in the low 20s and they're going to need to keep the other team in the teens as best they can. I think it's possible. I think this Eagles game is a big step for them because obviously they haven't beat the Eagles in a long time. It's been as long as since the Cowboys. And if they're able to do that, I feel like back-to-back weeks, it would be a big deal. It would be a real big deal.
That would be major. And then do we see the Bengals after that or something?
No, we see the Bucks.
The Bucks, that's right. And then that's going to be a tough one. And then back to Washington.
Yeah, a Monday night primetime game against the Bucks, which, the team would get up for that game, I would think. But, yeah, they have a chance that, if you could beat the Eagles, you could get some momentum, see what happens against the Bucks. Bucks they got a good team, no question about it. But the fact is, you would take 2 or 3 from your division opponents, then go test yourself against a legit competition in the Bucks and with Brady, see what's up, and then carry that on and try to get better and move on to the next week. Look, man, I got to bring this up right here. This Jaden here says that I hate to say it, but DJ kind of looking like Marcus Mariota, and
that's cool.
I guess because he runs. I don't know, but I'm not ready to give up on Daniel Jones.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not ready to give up. I think he's got potential, and the same thing. The truth is we can't afford him not to be good.
Yeah.
Even if the Giants had a top 3 pick, I'm telling you, I don't think that they would even consider quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, a quarterback is not going to fix this team, just one splash pick. If you get the first pick, that's going to be very difficult. But at this point, off this win, I'm feeling like we're not going to get the first pick.
Yeah, I don't think the Giants. I'm telling you, people's mindset on the draft, they overrate the draft so much because they think that the draft is this. And in some ways it is. It can completely fix your team, but at the same time, the Giants still need more pieces other than just the draft. I mean, we need a free agency. We need to not have COVID happen where we're able to actually practice the team. I'm telling you, I feel like if the Giants, if we would have had preseason games, I think the Giants would have done something. Wouldn't have a 1-5 record right now.
Yeah, and a lot of close games there. I mean, some winnable opportunities for sure for the Giants there. And it's tough when you got a new coach, and he hasn't even gotten victories under his belt yet. So that first one is very important. It would have been nice to see this first win, earlier in the season, week 2, maybe week 3, we could have got things rolling there. Maybe went to Dallas and got that win. But I mean, I see a good future for the Giants. We know we got the coach. I love this no nonsense kind of attitude that Joe Judge brings to the Giants. It's toughness, it's grit, and that's how we win games. That every time we've been successful, minus 2011, where we had a good bit of finesse with Victor Cruz and Eli Manning. Every other time, man, it's been New York Giants football, and people know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to get back to that. We got the coach. I think that the owner, not the owner, the GM and Gettleman, I think people are calling for his job a little bit too early, and same goes for the quarterback. I think people are just jumping the gun, and that's how media operates. Once a few people start talking about it, a train starts happening about that. And, with Daniel Jones, it's like last year, nobody was saying that. Even with the little turnovers, the fumbles he was having and things like that, people were happy going into this season thinking that he was going to take that step. And, he's regressed a little bit. I saw a video that was pretty interesting this week about Daniel Jones' regression, and he's definitely missing some things. Missing some easy reads, some easy passes right in his face, just hesitating. And that's what you see out of young quarterbacks. You saw it out of Kyle Allen today against the Giants. He was struggling, just hesitating.
Well, Authentic, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming on and saying what's up. Tell them your channel one more time for those that ain't heard it yet.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's just Authentic, the way I spell it here, Authentic and the Beard. That's my co-host on the show. We're Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m., and we do a show called The Parlay on Sundays. That's just fantasy-oriented at 11 a.m. Definitely check us out. Pizzle, man, thank you for having me on, bro. And, yeah, man, them videos, keep them coming. I'm glad you got motivation to make some more because I'm going to need them. We got to get these W's, man. I want to stack them up.
Hey, watch this week, man, because them Cowboys and Eagle weeks, man, I get cranked up.
Hey,
I appreciate you, man. Let's do some more live stuff together.
You know it, man. I'll see you on Thursday.
See you, Authentic. Man, I like Authentic. He's my guy. All right, I got another guest. My girl, PTO6, Nicole. What's up?
I'm torn. I only have a few minutes, but
go ahead. Say what you got to say.
That was like some shitty ass football that I watched. I'm sorry.
But we won.
I get it, and it's fine it's okay to appreciate the win, but I wanted to pull my hair out like 60 times during that entire game.
Okay, get it out. Go ahead.
It was like I was watching like Pee Wee football, number one. It was bad. I will say that I'm and this is a couple things that I wrote down.
Does it at least feel good to win?
Yeah, but it's like, I'm glad that we won, and I hope that they can just stop being sloppy and like actually learn from their mistakes game to game. The one thing that I do want to point out really quickly is that the run game is starting to get going.
Nicole, read this right here. We were the best looking person in the burn unit of the hospital.
Yeah, that's That's a good way of putting it. But I appreciate that comment.
I don't know if I should laugh at that.
I will say this: the run game. I think that we put together two back-to-back weeks of, even though we're going up against a shitty defense in Dallas last week. You know, Washington has a great front seven. I think that if we can build on the run game, it will change the team's dynamic. Period. I think that the run game will open up so many more things, which is why I would like us to keep pushing at that, because I think then DJ will have a little bit more confidence in what he's doing. If you paid attention to, you know, these past, you know, Dallas and now Washington, we're starting to string together some pretty good drives, and we're doing it more consistently, right? Like there's been games throughout the first 4 weeks where we've been able to put together like a 7-minute drive, but then the offense shits the bed and it's over with. Like we have one long drive the entire game. But these past couple of weeks, we've actually been able to like keep our offense out on the field and give our D some time to rest. So the time of possession has changed, and that's been attributable to, you know, the run game. So if they can build on that and they can continue to build on that, I think we'll see a little bit more of an open game for Daniel Jones. And like you mentioned, he doesn't really have many weapons, but I think that you'll still be able to manipulate the offense in a good way, right? Like if you have a run game, stuff starts opening up for you and your defense starts playing harder. So my expectation, my anticipation was I thought we were gonna give up a lot of sacks this game, but I think that the run game really helped just alleviate a lot of the pressure that front seven that Washington has. You know, they fucking sacked Carson Wentz like 60 times the first game, right? They look like world beaters. So I'm just happy that they started to run the ball more efficiently, because if they continue on that trajectory, who knows? Because I think this defense is good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about the defense. Like, can you say what's something positive about them?
So the one thing that I wrote, two things that I wrote for the defense are the dumbass penalties that need to stop. Like we can't get off the field on third downs, but that's because we're shooting ourselves in the foot with, you know, these 15-yard penalties. And then we also have, you know, the 3rd and 9s where we're playing zone, and there's, you know, I just think that the coaching needs to be better on the third downs. I think we need to send more blitzes on third downs because whatever we've been doing is just not working. So we need to switch it up. I like this cornerbacks coming in on blitzes on third downs. I think we need to either have Logan Ryan come in there. I even like that little, you know, the rookie 30, Darnay. Yeah, he got injured today, but I like the cornerback blitzes. I like pressure on third down. We need to get off the field. Stop with the dumbass penalties on defense. And the other thing is that I would like more consistent like run defense. I think we have good run defense, but in pivotal parts of the game, they gash you for like 6-7 yards. And I'm just like, would like to see a little bit more consistency in that. I really like our secondary. There's a bunch of.
I saw you put a comment that you really like,
yeah.
And I actually think the secondary, whenever Xavier McKinney comes back, the guy we drafted in the 2nd round from Alabama, safety, I think it's actually going to only get better. I'm kind of off the Julian Love train.
He's too hesitant.
He doesn't make any plays.
Yeah, he's too hesitant. And for me, I would sort of, I do like Jabril Peppers. I like the intensity that he plays, but he needs to be more of a Deion Grant.
He plays to me, he plays like a chicken with his head cut off. He's going 100 miles an hour. He just needs to slow down.
But I think he's a situational defensive player. I think they need to bring him in certain types of, you know, in certain situations. I think he should play closer to the line. I don't think he's a pure safety, either free safety or strong safety. I think he's a guy that if you want, you know, a hard hitter and somebody who's going to go in there and like put his helmet down, that's him. He needs to learn how to fucking tackle too and stop trying to use shoulders. But, you know,
let me propose this to you. I feel like the defense is just one player away which could be Xavier McKinney. Who knows? I feel like we're one player away from being really good. And I feel like our offense is like maybe 2-3 players away.
I think we need a legit edge rusher. If we had like if we had an elite pass rusher, because you think about it, right?
Well, I mean, I mentioned I was actually on. I talked to him in the middle of the week. If it'd be nice if we had like a Nick Bosa, or just one nice passer, a Von Miller, somebody like that. And I think our defense would. So it's essentially the same thing. If you just had one playmaker, put it as an edge rusher, then I think our defense would be like, okay, this is good right here. This is great. Right. It's just for me, the offense is like we just don't have any playmakers, and so I hear what you're saying on a lot of the stuff, but it's like I don't really know if we have a lot to work with. That's my issue.
But that's where I go back to my first comment: is if you at least have a semblance of a running game, it helps a lot. It helps from a game planning perspective. It helps keep the defense off the field. It gives DJ confidence. Mm-hmm. I think that
play action game,
and it really stops hopefully teams from loading the box, which is if I were going up against the Giants, that's all I would be doing is loading up the box. And I'm actually surprised that I saw Washington play a lot of just cover 2 in many situations. And maybe it was because the Giants were actually running efficiently, but I think if you have a smarter coach there, like the Eagles on Thursday, I think they're going to blitz the shit out of Daniel Jones. They're going to force him to make these quick decisions. And so what I hope the Giants do is a lot of just, RPO and let DJ, start running the ball a little bit more. I know it's not too safe, but you have to put yourself. You have to at least give yourself the opportunity to win the game. And so if that's one of the things they need to do, I'm not saying it on every possession that they have, but they need to start utilizing that more, because I was faked out a couple times by him watching the game today. And so I think you just need to capitalize on that. But offense, I don't know. I just hope that the run game continues to get better and we just see more consistent, Evan Ingram. I've given up on him too, but maybe we'll have some more Evan Ingram sightings.
Nothing good happens when you throw the ball to Evan Ingram. Nothing ever good. Nothing ever good happens.
I hope Darius Slayton isn't hurt. I hope he plays on Thursday.
I hope he can play. Well, since you're a little bit, I think I'm a little bit more higher on today's win than you are. What do you rate? What's our chances for Thursday? Just not that I think you're trying to be over realistic, like you're trying not to get your hopes up. Me, on the other hand, like I'm allowing myself to kind of get reeled in, get my hopes up.
I think
what we got for Thursday night. What are you feeling?
I think we're gonna know very quickly off the bat
what our chances
how the trajectory of the game is gonna go, because it's honestly, unless they just turn the heel all of a sudden, I think Philly always tries to knock us off within the first 10 minutes, right? And they've been doing that successfully over the past 6 or 7 years, where our offense looks like it's never played a game before when it plays Philadelphia. It's disgusting. It's what did you guys do all week during practice? But
let me ask you this. Nicole. Obviously, we got to see how the Cowboys look tomorrow night, right? With Andy Dalton at quarterback for a full game. But when I look at if I'm looking at the NFC East and all 4 teams as a stock, I'm going to buy stock into one team.
I would buy. This is going to sound really shitty. I would buy Eagles.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Look, I think they're playing better. Even though they lost today, they played a really good Ravens team. And then the week before they played the Steelers, which we saw what happened. We've already went up against the Steelers this year.
Right.
I could kind of go with you on that, but I want to see what happens Thursday.
Yeah,
I feel like Thursday between the Eagles and Giants, one of these teams is going to put themselves in a position of, okay, we can go try to win a division. And the other one is okay, well, this is where we're just going to be for the rest of the year. Because I saw your comment also where you think the Giants are still only going to win 3 games this year, which I think that's a little harsh. I mean, I still think there's some winnable games in there for us. But if we beat the Eagles, right, I feel like the sky's the limit.
Well, I mean, look at the
right.
I thought we could have won the first game. I thought we could have beat the Rams. I thought we could have beat the Cowboys. You know, this team could easily be.
If the Cowboys lose tomorrow, which is possible, I think against the Cardinals it's 50-50. They could easily win. They could easily lose. If they lose, and then we go beat the Eagles on Thursday night, how do you not start thinking?
Place.
Well, how do you not start thinking about things? How do you not? You know what I'm saying?
Because they'll be 2-5, and how can I be excited about a 2-5 team?
The division's terrible, though. We can have a little fun.
Oh God, this is like rooting for like. I don't know. It's so bad. It's like, do I want to go to the dentist or do I want to get like a colonoscopy? Like, what do I prefer?
Because look, I know it's not perfect. I know it's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm watching today and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, man, I'm really rooting hard, and I know this team can't win the Super Bowl. So I already know that's out of the question. However, I think I said this earlier. We went from the 4th overall pick, okay? If we could somehow win the division this year, I don't care if we won the division at 7-9, okay? It still is a step in the right direction as a whole organization and a franchise that we can build upon. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people.
I think Joe Judge is the guy. I'll give you that. I think Joe Judge is the guy. I think if I still am on the Daniel Jones train, and I'll tell you why. Mostly because I think he's just fucking a baller. Like, he's gonna do whatever he can to. I like his drive, right? Like, he will fucking go till the end of the universe for a win, but he just needs to stop the fucking dumbass, turnovers.
Yes.
And that was not an interception today. It doesn't really matter, but
it wasn't, but they called it an interception. So I get what you're.
So here's the thing with the Giants, and
But even if you're Daniel, they're like, I know you don't want to, and we settled for field goals a little too much today, but it's like the fact that happens and we continue to take points off the board.
Yeah,
it's like that's a big problem for our offense right now.
Well, here's the difference. Here's the difference between games in the past, right? Usually bad teams lose in every way. They lose against the refs. They shoot themselves in the foot. All those things have to happen, and they lose. Today was the first time that the Giants actually got over beating themselves and got over beating the refs. So, hey, you just don't, maybe that changes the trajectory of the season. I felt like we were going to lose, to be honest with you. I was watching the game with my mom, and I'm like, they're going to score a touchdown. And she's like, no, they're not, Nicole. And I'm like, okay. And then they scored, and she's like, are you watching this on your phone? And I'm like, no, I'm watching it live with you. I don't know what's going to happen. When they said they were going for 2, I will say, I was like, oh, this game's over. Like, there's no way. And then when they actually won, I was like, okay, so I'll watch Thursday. So,
so when I'm telling you, I was, before they had the Giants had the scoop and score where Tay Crowder picked it up and ran for a touchdown. It was 13-all. And I remember just being like, I cannot believe this is happening. Like I was legit like, you cannot tell me that Washington is going to put a drive together here and go win this game. And then that fumble happened and they picked it up. And I said, holy shit, something really good just happened for the Giants in a really long time. And I know a lot of people might say, well, that's just Washington being Washington. But at the end of it, still the Giants went out there and executed the play and made it happen. And the defense technically is the reason why we won this game today. They made a play there.
Whatever happened on the field happened on the field. I'm not trying to discredit the defense. They could have easily lost the game, right? They could have given up that 2-point conversion. We would have been sitting here at and fucking whatever the fuck were to be 0-5, right? They made the play. They won the game. And I think that's just a message that if I'm Joe Judge is like, we're still in the race. And so let's just take this one game at a time. Yeah, we made a bunch of mistakes. Yeah, again, we need to clean those things up. But every week is an opportunity to be at the top of the division. And as crazy as that sounds, that's the reality of it. And for me, like, that's what will probably make me start to go crazy and like actually think this team has a chance again. But
outside of the 49er game, I have not been embarrassed by this team yet.
Yeah, the 49ers game was weird, but
very weird.
I'm in agreement with you. I think that
even the first, we've lost all the games beforehand, but it's almost like every game we've had an opportunity, we've had a chance. I was just saying, I think it was to Authentic who was on before you, about if we wouldn't have been nice if we just beat the Cowboys. If we would have beat the Cowboys, then we would have had this win, we would be feeling like crazy right now. Like, so I'm kind of with you. Like, I still think the Eagles are the team you want to buy stock in the NFC East but at the same time, Andy Dalton, he might ball out and be really good. I don't think so. But I really feel like out of all the teams, the 4 teams in here, the Giants are going somewhere, are going up. Doesn't mean they're going to win the Super Bowl, but the fact is, I feel like the Giants are starting to – they've been getting better each and every week, and they did what they were supposed to do today, which was beat Washington. And I don't care if they only did about 1 point or if they would have did about 10 or 100. The fact is they got the job done. And so I understand what you're saying, like, oh, it's ugly football, pee-wee, this and that, rough. I just think that's how we're going to have to win every game. Every one of them's going to be ugly. Every one of them. It's going to have to be low scoring. It's going to have to be low scoring. The fact is we need a lot of help on the offense. We don't, number one, none of our receivers are healthy. None of them, it seems like. Golden Tate looked like he was finally in football shape today. Sterling Shepard, who knows if he'll ever get back on the field. He's always concussed. Darius Slayton doesn't look like he's going to be 100% the whole season. Austin Mack just got out there. Evan Ingram is whatever. The fact is our offense just doesn't have a lot of weapons, and we can't even really rely on the offensive line. We have our 4th overall pick getting benched today. So it's just like
because apparently like he broke a team rule or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I read anyway.
Well, but you could tell me he got benched because of his play, and I believe that too.
Yeah, me too. I thought Pert filled in there. I actually think that they should start him next game and try Thomas on the other side. What do you have to lose at this point? Like you gotta because Cam Fleming is a waste of fucking space out there as well.
Well, Cam Fleming's probably not supposed to be playing this year. Solder was going to be your left tackle, and you were going to have probably Thomas play right tackle, and Fleming was going to be there as a backup. That was the original, I think, plan. When Solder said, "I'm not going to play because of COVID," it kind of made the Giants, and he kind of announced somewhat late. It forced the Giants' hand to reshuffle their offensive line, and that's where, I don't blame. I'm not so hard on Dave Gettleman. I'm not so hard on a lot of the offense because I really feel like what's been going on with COVID in 2020, Nate Solder opting out, the receivers not being 100%. I just feel like there's just a lot of factors that's caused the Giants' offense to not be any good. The defense, on the other hand, outside of Xavier McKinney, I feel like they've been as good as they could have been. Like they've actually exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, I would say so too. I guess my question to you is, how come, and this is why I'm buying stock in the Eagles still, they have fucking Chick-fil-A workers playing on their offensive line and as wide receivers, and they're still putting up points. How come?
Well, yeah, but again, a lot of their staff, including their coaching staff,
I know they've been there longer. They have more tenure. But at the same time, and this is like, it's a talent thing for me too. And I don't hate Dave Gettleman, but everybody gets frustrated because, especially like against the Cowboys, like they have a brand new offensive line basically, and they're still able to put together, pretty decent production. The Eagles have a shoestring offensive line, and then you go to ours where we have all of our starters basically, except for maybe one dude who opted out, and it's like a clown show. And my issue is that I think that this team always tries to force players to play out of position, and then they're always wondering why Daniel Jones is running for his life. Not only that, but then you have major swings in first and second round. And when you're drafting offensive linemen on first and second round, you can't miss with those because that's your line. You have to make sure that you actually draft talented players. And I think that that's the difference between the Giants over these past few years with Dave Gettleman as GM is I don't think he's a good drafter. I think he brings good free agents in-house, but I think he's had way more swings than home runs in the draft. And he's trying to just like every year put together an offensive line comprised of just people that really don't make sense. And then when you go to the Cowboys and the Eagles, I think they draft better at those positions. I think they draft better at the offensive line and defensive line. And that's why they can consistently at least like hold up for their quarterbacks. Whereas the Giants, like you take one guy out and like the whole line falls apart or they just don't play well, period. They just don't draft well on the lines, in my opinion.
It's the draft thing, the Solder, or not Solder, but the Gettleman draft results is an interesting topic. It is. Yeah. It is very. It's very. You could literally have a whole night of discussion on his draft results. I mean, because there are. I mean, even like the Saquon Barkley pick is questionable now. Yeah. Like it's every one of them is up for debate. I mean, outside of I think Darius Slayton was a great pick. I think Holmes will end up being a great pick. You know, we'll see about McKinney. Andrew Thomas, like, I don't think he is, but I'm getting nervous that you're thinking he could be like another Eric Flowers. Like, I'm nervous about that.
I don't think so, but well, I just think that
but he's not playing as good as the other tackles that came out of the draft. And so he was the first one that we got first dibs on whatever tackle we wanted in the whole draft. That's the one we picked, and he's not dominant. He's not doing it. He's not playing at that level. And so, like, I'm nervous about that. I thought Pert, you know, who the tackle from UConn, I thought he played okay when he got his opportunities. So it's weird because, like, you could go and you can nitpick at all of Gettleman's picks and say, yeah, that's good. I think there's more bad than there is good, which is not a good thing to say, but he's also had a lot of good free agency.
Yes, but I think his kryptonite is the part where we need him to be the strongest, which is the first 2 rounds. I think.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can't lose Baker, and he lost Baker. You can't
miss on the first 2 rounds. And it looks like he's finding really solid talent later on in the draft. And it looks like he's brought in some pretty good, free agent signings. There have been a couple of questionable ones for me. But I don't know. I feel like there's been so much shaking everything on this team that it would be hard for a GM to continue to do well when when the ownership doesn't even know what they want, and then there's been so much turnover on the coaching side. It's just I would just like them to just hopefully Joe Judge is the guy, and I actually think he is, and I actually like Jason Garrett still. I'm still high on him. I don't know about Patrick Graham because the 3rd and longs and not being able to get off the field on 3rd down and giving up touchdowns before the half and before the game. Those are still like ginormous to me. If you're a good defensive coordinator, you find ways with the talent that we have on that defense to not allow that to happen. So I would like to see that cleaned up, but I think the coaches are in place. I think they just need to draft better talent. And whether that's with Dave Gettleman or not, we'll find out, but I don't think he's done a good job in the 2 premium spots, 1 and 2 for the Giants.
I agree with that. I agree. The ones that he has to, that you would think that your mama would get right.
Yeah.
He's got to get right.
Right.
It's almost like he's probably complicated and messed up.
Yeah, and maybe they should just allow Joe Judge to do everything and pay him to do everything.
Well, do you have anything else?
No, I'm gonna watch the game and hope
your place is looking good.
Oh, thanks. I'm actually moving. So
where are you going?
I'm staying in the neighborhood, but I'm getting a balcony.
Well, I mean, it looks cozy back there.
It is. It's a home, but I want to view.
Is anybody allowed to drink wine on the couches?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I mean, they're white couches.
They're cream.
Oh, well, I mean, you spill some red wine on that, you're fucked.
I think you just jinxed me, but thank you very much.
I mean, it was cozy.
Thursday. Are you streaming Thursday?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'll because I'm actually gonna be watching it on like live TV. It's not gonna be on an app or anything. So maybe I can jump on. Hopefully it'll be the third quarter and the game will be over with. But we've not had one of those games. You know, I was trying to think about
I'm gonna go live for the Thursday night game, and I'm gonna go live for the Monday night game, back to back primetime games.
All right. I'll see you on both those lives.
I decided I'm gonna just go live. I've been having a lot of people reach out and say, "Please go live, please go live." So I'm gonna give the people what they want.
Cool.
So hopefully, you know what though, the Giants have not won a game since I went live. I don't have a win going live.
Wait, you weren't live today?
No, I was not live today.
Did no fucking go live on Thursday? Are you
Well,
kidding
that's
me?
why I'm trying to snap a streak here.
No.
I'm like 0 for like 8.
Don't go live.
I can't win when I go live.
No lives.
I gotta go live.
No.
The people want it. The people want it. I want it. I have to get a win. Look, you eventually get it right once in a while, right? I mean, if I went, you can't tell me if I went live for the rest of my life that the Giants would go over.
Look at me. When you go live and when the Giants lose on Thursday, I'm coming fucking after your ass.
That's fine. Come get it. That's fine. I'll spill some red wine on them couches.
It's all right. I'll just buy another one. It's all good.
Well, all right. When are you moving?
I have to be out by the end. I'm still not 100% sure if this is the place that I'm going to be moving to, but
I would listen.
We'll see.
I know it's the internet and you get scared, but I guarantee you there is somebody in this stream that would come move your shit for free.
I would rather pay like $2,000. It's fine. I appreciate it, but I'm good. Like I'm good.
Right.
But yeah, I'll look forward to your stream if you do on Thursday. I just hope you don't jinx it.
I'm not going to jinx it.
Okay.
Are you wearing Timberlands right now?
Am I wearing Timberlands?
Yeah, you wearing Timbs?
I'm wearing socks.
Oh, I mean, with your look you got going on, I figured you'd be wearing some Timbs.
No, I actually had my Knicks jersey on, but I'm wearing my Scarlet Knights shirt underneath. But today the lucky jersey was Knicks, so we'll see.
Well, then wear the Knicks jersey for Thursday.
Yeah, I have to cancel out your fucking bad juju by streaming live. So yes, I'm gonna wear it on Thursday.
I don't think I'm gonna change my boxers for the rest of the week.
Nice.
I'm gonna keep them dirty, keep them filthy for Thursday for Philly, right? Philly, nasty Philly.
Make sure you give them a good old sniff before Thursday's game.
All right, Nicole, it was good talking.
All right,
to you.
I'll see you. All right,
See
bye.
ya. All right. Anyways, what I know about Tim, she looked like she's wearing some Timbs. I mean, she had the look. What you mean? What I know about Timbs? Anyways, I want to thank everybody for checking out the stream tonight. It's been fun. I've had a good time. I want to thank everybody that came on, said what's up. Just happy. You know, I get what Nicole is saying. I completely get it. Like it's tough right now to really fall in love with the Giants because you know that they don't look exactly perfect, exactly right. But it feels good to know that tomorrow we're going to wake up and Giants going to be in the win column. Like it's still just going to feel good. So I'll take them any way I can get them. I'll take it anytime I can get them. But anyways, thank you everybody for checking out the stream. Thank you for everybody coming on. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. If you haven't watched my post-game video, please do it. Check it out, like it, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Go check out all these other guys' channels that came on. Subscribe to them as well. And I just appreciate all the support. And you guys will see me every day this week, every single day. We're making a video tomorrow. We're making a video Tuesday. We're making a video Wednesday. And then we're going live Thursday. So full on Pizzle week for the Eagles this week. And I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good week.